Hello, fellow beauties. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are having an amazing start to your weekend. It's Friday. So, I wanted to jump on tonight and just do a quick little look with you guys that I'm going to use some palettes that you can purchase at Walmart. I know a lot of people can't, either can't afford high-end makeup or, prices from Ulta or Sephora. So, they do have some amazing palettes, eyeshadows, makeup at Walmart that does the job just as well. So I'm going to be using 3 different palettes today. You don't have to, use different palettes, but the effect I want to get tonight, I'm going to be using 3 different ones. The Profusion Festival palette. This little palette right here is the Magnifying Electric Violet Edition by Rimmel London. Now this one I think they discontinued, I'm not sure. It was in the clearance rack actually. And then, of course, Hard Candy. And this is the top 10 eyeshadow collection in Naturally Gorgeous. And these are a lot of shimmers, so. But that's for later on. This is going to be a 2 to 3 part, depending how the video progresses. Most likely 2-part video. So, like we always do, a base face first. And I am super shiny right now because I just moisturized my face, so it's ready to go. But let's get started, you guys. All right, I hope you guys had a wonderful Halloween. I had a great Halloween, but hope you guys did too. We're going to start off with primer. Since my face is the skincare is already done for it, I'm going to start with a primer. And I'm going to use this one today. Now this one, I was a little skeptical about when I got it. This was also in a clearance bin, and it's called the Revlon Photo Ready Brightening Primer. And it truly is the color white. And it looks like a lotion. That's basically what it looks like. It looks like a creamy lotion. There's no smell to it, which is a good thing because a lot of people break out from fragrance. So when a product doesn't have added fragrance in it, it's always a plus because you're not going to break out from it or get irritation. So I like to look for products like that. I mean, I do get certain breakouts with certain, fragrances. But then other ones I can tolerate. So it all depends on your skin. And everyone's going to be different. No one's going to have the same allergies or reactions to the product. So, what works for you might not work for your friend. So it all depends on how everything goes. So usually what I would do is I would pat in the primer and let it sit for 5 minutes. You want the primer to have time to settle in and to do its job. But since I am on here, I'm just going to jump right into it. So after you prime, set for 5 minutes. But before I go to the next step, I'm going to add an add-on primer just because my pores can look huge some days, you guys. Do you guys have this problem like I do? My pores on my nose, right here on the sides of my nose, above my eyebrow, weirdly, like right here, and right here can look humongous. Sometimes, like, my foundation can sit in them, and it looks terrible. So, I found a product at Walmart from a great cosmetic brand that does help with this problem. The NYX Pore Filler. Now, this can be a base, it could be a primer itself, or a pre-base. I always use it right after my primer that I'm going to use for the day. And it has a very strange texture and consistency. How I describe it, you guys, and it sounds disgusting, is curdled cottage cheese. That's what it looks like to me, and that's how it feels until you warm it up in your fingers. And you can either put it just in the problem areas or all over, depending on how you want to use it. I like to put it everywhere just because I like to have an even base for the makeup to stick on. And this is amazing. I think the texture is what helps blur out those pores, because what's in the formula, that texture gets really into those pores and just seals them so you're not seeing this huge pore. And I love it. This is a great product to use. You can use it alone or on top of it, another primer. It's just a great product. It really is, and it's affordable. And a lot of people have that issue. A lot of people have the issue with large pores or foundation is settling in their pores after a while, this is the key for you guys, just like me. Okay. So I just let it sit, and you'll feel your face is nice and smooth after applying this. Like, really smooth. Your hands will just glide right over your face. And like I said, I would usually let this sit another 5 minutes. But I'm on YouTube, and I'm trying to show you a look. So I'm not going to be doing that today. So my face is primed and ready to go. And you don't have to, push hard on your face when you're applying products. Just a nice, gentle gliding motion of the hands over the face will do the job. Okay, so another trick that I am trying to show people is that a lot of the time at Walmart, at the drugstores, you can't find your exact skin tone or close enough to it for one foundation. So sometimes I purchase two that are similar, one a little darker, one a little lighter, and I mix the two together, and it comes really close to my natural skin tone. So today I'm going to be using the Revlon Colorstay Normal to Dry Makeup Foundation. And I have the colors 180 Sand Beige and 200 Nude. Now another thing I like about these foundations is that there's SPF 20 in them. And that's really good. I mean, you should always put sunscreen on no matter what. But this is just like an added bonus for added protection from the sun. So that's great. I love finding primers and foundations and concealers that have this beautiful bonus of having SPF in it, because you need protection, you guys, from the sun. You absolutely need it. You're out there all day, even if you're not in, say you're in your car. The rays still hit you, so you want to make sure your face is completely protected. So, all right. So I did mix them together already in my little mixing palette. This is the EcoTools mixing palette that came... It came with the EcoTools brushes that I have. So I'm just going to grab a foundation brush, and I'm using this Believe Beauty Cosmetics brush. It's from Dollar General, and I love this brush. I like the e.l.f. brush too, which you can get at Walmart. But this brush is so nice. It doesn't suck all that product into the brush. It just leaves it so nice and evenly on your face. So this is a wonderful product. A wonderful tool, shall I say. Brush, whatever you want to call it. So if you mix two foundations together, I mean, I know it's another product, two products instead of one that you have to buy. But like I said, some stores might not have it. So you have to come up with a solution somehow. So I just like to mix them. The product still lasts a long time because I'm only using a little bit of each. So it really evens itself out, really, if you were to buy one or two. Because eventually you're going to have to buy a second bottle anyway. And this foundation is really, really nice. It's not a thick consistency. It's a light, more liquidy consistency with this foundation, which this is what helps with dry skin. It's not going to dry out your skin, because if you have a more thicker or more stiff, I would say, foundation, that could help dry out your skin throughout the day, and you don't want that. Especially if you already have dry skin, you don't want that. So that's why I tend to go for liquid foundations or stick foundations, because those really do help with my dry skin. And this foundation, this Revlon, is buildable.